Welcome back, everybody, to American Truck Simulator. It has been a little bit since I played this, so long that I don't remember if I actually have another video that I still need to edit to throw up before this one. But in today's video, we are going to drive in. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's the right word. We're going to drive a modded truck, a modded in truck. Let's see if I can find it. There's two of them that I kind of modded in here. Uh, so yeah, sorry, I was just, I feel like I was gapping or like seriously putting down. But yeah, this is the truck right here, the T680 Next Gen. This is a day cab. Ooh, only 450 horse, and this is 140. Yeah, all of them are 140. So this would be going from, all right, so we'll be going down into New Mexico. So we will hit a couple places on the way. It's not a lot of money, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do it because it's a new truck. The T680 Next Gen. Cables. Taking some cables. So here we go. This is the truck, baby. And I'll try to remember to leave a link to the description. Link in the description where I picked up the truck. But yeah, this is it. You see there it says T680. It actually kind of reminds me of the front end from like a Peterbilt or something. There's a lot of influences. Obviously, it's supposed to be more aero. It looks pretty dang good. Let's go ahead and fire her up. I like that. That sounded good. So the white strips stay on. Oh, cool. It's even got a... I didn't really notice those strips on the side. That's cool. Wow. Very nice. I like it. It looks very sleek. Very good. What do we got on the dash here? I'm actually going to turn the thing. I mean, I could probably zoom in game. Oh, well, the map isn't fixed. Ah, dang, we still have that map. Yeah, that's bad. I don't like that. I downloaded another thing that puts the map and stuff on the top. So we can actually see if we look normal. We don't have to... This is what I love about the modded trucks, is you can actually see the side mirror without having to turn your head or having to use the mirrors on the top. Obviously, I always use the right mirror in the top of the screen because it's just a lot better there. Alright, what do we got for gauges here? We got miles per hour. I can't even see what that says. Is that... It looks like almost like cruise control things, but with... I don't know what that is. Miles, how many miles the truck has driven? Is that like a trip? We got air pressure. Okay, coolant. Yeah. Nothing on the left side of the screen. That's kind of disappointing. It feels like... Oh, this looks so off. It looks like you could put a couple things on one side, a couple things on the other. Soot filter. Regeneration not required. Miles per gallon. So no distance till empty, it looks like. That kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and adjust our seating and everything. I think we're good to go. Yeah, it sucks that we don't have the top of the map on there, but that's alright. It's on the bottom, which is funny. It shows it on the bottom of the screen. It says that's how many times. That's actually kind of neat, but I don't know why it's there. So let's begin. Where do I go? How does a guy get out of here? This looks like might be the way out here. That's why I felt like we had to come this way, because obviously I saw the thing. I could have looked at the map a lot better, but you know. That's the exit? Wow. I like how they try to make it like, here, this is how you get out through this really small area. I mean, granted, you know, there are some areas that are pretty tough to get out of. But this is supposed to be for, you know. I'm sure it's like this at some places though, so I'm not gonna sit there and say anything. I think I went out the wrong way. Did I go out the wrong way? That's gotta be the enter, right? Alright. Nice. So the truck sounds good. It's a little too loud for my liking. Does not feel like the truck would be this loud in IRL. Most of them are actually pretty decently quiet. Where'd that car come from? Did you just spawn out of nowhere? Oh man, that looks cool. What was that? It's like a 240 or 180 or... Wait, what is this map doing to me? I'm not the only one that's noticing that. It's telling me... Alright. It told me to go straight. I could have sworn. So we're looking bad already, man. This is not good. Not too good. See, now it's telling me to go back. What is this game doing? Alright, so we made the turn. So I hate to skip a lot of stuff, but at the same time, it's just like, what is this game doing? It tells me to go one way. Then I get there and it tells me to go down. Like, what is wrong with this map? He ain't. And we get stuck on this. No flashing lights telling me about the train coming. I think one of the, I'm thinking one of the mods here kind of messed up the game. It's very interesting. About to say one of those cars was turning, but apparently it decided it wasn't turning. Very weird road right in here. Behind that GTA car pack car. What is that, the Ballista? Is what they call it in GTA 5? I do have a question for you. So, I like to play GTA, but what I like to play is called the Lspdfr Mod. And what that does is it gives you the ability to play single player as a cop. And now I have my other gaming channel, so I thought about doing like videos on that for it, but it is kind of like a simulation. Obviously it's GTA 5, so you're not gonna get realism remotely close, but I was just wondering if that's something that should be fit for this channel, or just the regular gaming channel where I play a bit of everything. I almost feel like it's more suited for the bit of everything channel. I can't really do any other GTA 5 videos like that. Like on the other channel, I had on there playing old missions, either by myself or with friends for GTA Online. The original missions they had before heists and everything. And now that I got all these mods installed to be a police officer in the Lspdfr, is this telling me to get off? No. Okay. But now that I have all those mods on there, I can't even think about playing online because obviously, you know, I got mods, so I'd be banned, and it's such a pain in the butt, like, to play and take the mods off and stuff. But this one actually, this truck, I mean, very loud. It's actually got the pipe coming out of the top. A lot of trucks lately seem like, at least what I've been seeing, the newer ones, they have so loud. So loud. But yeah, they actually have a lot of under the rig exhaust. Depends on the truck for me whether or not, if I like it, you know, with the pipes, or, you know, under the chassis exhaust. New ones, I don't necessarily mind them where you can't see them. Older trucks, like the, you know, the long nose, you know, the 389 and the older Kenworths and stuff. Oh, the W900, sorry, took me a minute. Those look cool, obviously, with the exhaust stacks, but But this ain't bad so far. I mean, it's obviously down on power because it's a, you know, it's only 450 horsepower, which again, it's not about the horsepower, it's about the torque. Torque is what gets you moving. Horsepower kind of keeps you moving, I guess is what you'd kind of say, in a very inaccurate way of stating. But torque also keeps you moving. I mean, if you're in torque, you're, yeah, it's the grunt. So I'm guessing this has high teens of torque. Because I think I checked it when I looked at it in my other, I have my other profile, so I can actually buy any type of truck I want there. So I actually might use that profile to show customization of trucks and stuff in future videos, but as far, it would kind of be like a separate thing, because obviously I'm so ranked up there and I have over $3 million on that profile, so like I'm pretty set. Whereas this is new. I did this for this channel because I just started over because obviously this is the new channel for the simulating games, and there's a lot of simulation games and just not enough time. I'm very upset at myself that I just don't have the time to do it, but we try. We're trying. Obviously, we want to get further in Lawn Mowing Simulator. I think at the time of making this video, it's the 22nd of November. I have 1 or 2 videos waiting to be edited and tossed up. Oh no. So now we got a detour. I usually cut right through these. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna be bad boys. Come on, we can't be perfect, you know. You want 100% realism. I mean, how many other American Truck Simulator channels are there? Actually, a car came off that on-ramp, so technically, other than doing a U-turn from one on-ramp to another, or an off-ramp onto an on-ramp, that's what they wanted us to do, is drive up there and then turn around and come back, so we just shaved off a couple minutes of the drive. I did install, obviously I got more mods going again. I think we got real logos up again. As we can see, obviously that's not a in-game board right there, so I guess those are working pretty good. I would like a graphics mod to kind of sharpen things up just a little bit and fix the dark areas, because to me the dark areas are too dark during the light time, and then at night the visibility is pretty bad. I know that a lot of people were complaining that the visibility was, why does that say 6? Is that like my gear that I'm in? No? Hang on, let me try something. I was like, let me get up to 70. Well, that'll take 7 miles. Okay. So the thing needs a bit more work, I think. If I have any gripes, it's the dashboard. A lot of... What is these percentages here? I see we got 86 degrees or 88 degrees. We got the time. And then we got arrival time. Is that what that is? That's not arrival time. What is that? Is that the engine hours? No. Is that fuel? I have no idea. But yeah, it looks like they could have split up the left side of the screen and right side of the screen. I don't know, you know, I never modded in a vehicle, so I don't know how tough that stuff is, but it really looks like you could have put some information on one side and some information on the other. Like all the trip info, you know, which would be, you know, where you're going, you know, because you obviously have a spot for your truck's miles, so you don't need that. You always keep that in the bottom or something. or kind of wherever it is on the real truck. I don't know. I just feel like some of this stuff, like air pressure could be on one side, coolant temperature on that, so they could both be up at the same time, one on one and on the other. Again, I don't know the logistics behind this, but there's total fuel that we have. Is that consumption? 27. So yeah, we've consumed, I guess, 27 gallons. But I would really like to see a distance till empty, because there's a distance, but that's how much is on the tripnometer. Soot filter, regeneration not required. This, I don't know what this is. You got MPG, I guess that's instant thing, but this doesn't tell you what that is. I'm not sure what that is. And then we just got a trip mile thing or something. I don't know. Yeah, I just like to see the gauges. My biggest thing about everything, all trucks, is being able to read the gauges. I'm a big gauge person. Like when I watch car videos and they talk about the interior and they skip over like the functionality of the gauges or what you can do like to, you know, different settings on the screens that are available in cars now. I hate it when they skip over that stuff. I love to see it, because that's the stuff you're looking at a lot when you're driving. I mean, you should be looking right ahead at the road, but I mean, there's, you know, obviously you're always kind of looking down. So I love that type of technology. I love old school cars and stuff, but I love the, you know, information you can get on a lot of cars. But this truck is slow. Got my foot down, like you kind of normally do when you're driving, but more so in this truck than anything else. Anybody else constantly getting like phone calls, you know, voicemails and text messages about buying houses? I've had like 8 today. I'll buy your house no matter what condition it's in. It's like, yeah, you'll buy it, but are you gonna pay me what it's worth? Nope, probably not. If one of these people actually message, they'd have to message me or leave a message, because I don't answer them, obviously. But if they were to sit there and it was legit and they said, we'll give you the amount that I have in my head, I'd be like, yeah, you can buy it. We're not too far away. Welcome to New Mexico. Yes, going downhill is nice. Alright, cool. The traffic cuts over in front of you. I got a little bit more realistic traffic, I guess is what they called it or whatever. Cars are supposed to be a little bit more unpredictable now. Random enchantment. 1 out of 14 achievement unlocks. For this profile. Like I said, I also played this game on my old channel. There's, I want to say, 69 videos up there. A lot of them that started out like this, and then we got into the modifications, like, you know, adding ease of life mods and stuff like that. A lot of them where I had, you know, the Canadian USA unlocked maps that they have, which I need to look into again. I just didn't like those because there's so many updates now that it was like as soon as you got like one of those, you would immediately have to install an update and it wouldn't work for a while. So it was like, all right, let's go ahead and... This truck leans. Holy cow, I feel like it's gonna tip over. I feel like this was gonna tip over. That is... Yeah, I mean, these are top-heavy vehicles, yes, but... Wow. Oh my god, it just feels like it's rolling so much. That's gonna be scary when you go down those, like, 60-mile-an-hour back road type places. It feels like it's just gonna fall over on you. Of course, with the, was it 1.41 or 1.42 release with the upgraded force feedback settings, I like it. Right now, before it, like the settings I had on my Logitech wheel, G920 or whatever it's called. I don't know. Everything, like all their products are named the same for some reason. Between it's a mouse or a keyboard or a thing. But before, it wouldn't return to center. Which, you know, when you're turning a corner in your car and then you kind of just let off your grip and the wheel starts to straighten out as you're turning. It wouldn't do that under the settings I had because I didn't want to put the gears and stuff under too much force. Some people want so much feedback that, you know, obviously like driving a real vehicle, but then they complain, you know, that if it's a cheaper, you know, wheel that the gears or motor burns out or something and the steering wheel. So I was like, I don't want it. I want, you know, some feedback. You know, I don't want it to feel like, you know, some cars these days where you don't even feel like you have feedback in real life, but it's like I want some feedback but not a lot. And now with that upgrade, the wheel just whoop, look at that, just goes back towards center now. It's very nice because that would actually get me screwed up a lot. I didn't want to stop. Oof. But yeah, that's good. It's good it goes back to center because you know, using a wheel, there's a lot of things that you just expect it to do. We're gonna have to back up. Alright, well, hopefully we can get over that. It looks like it. But how am I supposed to reverse this truck if I don't have it? What are you getting caught up on again? Oh. Yeah. Bad job, Bushy. So this is going to be interesting. There's no reverse. I don't understand why. I literally played this game last night and had no problems. Oh, it's one of these places too. Didn't we take this trip before? I feel like we've been here before. We've done a trip like this before, I'm pretty sure. So I am probably just going to go ahead and park it up. Either that, it's the other video. Okay, it is now. Alright, that's fine. I just had to select it through the keyboard. I don't... How did this revert my settings? I don't... Like, what are you talking about settings? I'm talking about the going to reverse and stuff. On my other profile, I have to use the flappy paddles to go from forward to reverse gears. And here, it's just using the brake like you do on a controller. Once you hit the brake, it'll automatically go to... And it's just... It's very unnatural for me. I just love how we're just sticking right with this fence the whole time. There's no deviation in it. Alright, so that was kind of a stressful ending there. Show results. Almost a level 4. So we did pretty decent. Proficiency bonus, tour. Alright. So we'll just kind of keep adding up those. And yeah, I enjoyed that truck. It did feel a little uninspiring in the turns. I guess you would say, when I finally realized just how much it was leaning, I was like, holy cow, this thing on a highway with a bend in it's going to be really, really interesting. Looks like we have a limit now up to 500,000. This can help. We're going to try not to take out loans, man. We're going to keep going until we can afford a dumpy truck, I guess you would say. You know, whatever. I really wish I could change my picture. I don't know why I'm using one of these. I don't know if it's something that comes unlocked later. I can't remember. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. You want to see more American Truck Simulator, as well as other simulating games. Let me know what you think about that GTA 5 light, very light role play of the Lspdfr mod. It is not the M5 where you go online and you play with a bunch of other people online. It'll be based single player game with cars from the game. Nothing modded in other than police callouts and stuff like that for police calls and stuff. Because modding in stuff there it's a little bit harder, a little bit more trickier when you want to put in cars and stuff when it comes to lighting and shit. So yeah, that's one of it. If you want to see other games that aren't simulating, go over to my other channel. That link's in the description to my channels. I play a variety of games, a lot of indie horror games over there. Like I said, I have the first half, I guess you'd say, of my life of American Truck Simulator on there. There's like 69 videos. And yeah, just check everything else out. If you're into scary stories, I got a scary story podcast where I write stories, then I read them, well, edit, then read them, and then put them in the podcast format. If you want to check that out too, again, link in the description. And again, thank you everybody for the support. And until the next one, take care. Peace.